Welcome to my weekly wrap-up. This is something I'm planning to do every single week where I just talk about the books I've been going through and maybe we'll talk about some of the stuff later down the line. Maybe like what games I've been playing and that sort of stuff. Because I don't really watch TV, but I do play a lot of games. I do read a lot of books. So we'll see how this goes. So far this week, I've read 2 books. I managed to start a third. I'm about 100 pages in. And they've been okay. Like, none of the books have set me alight, which is really disappointing when I do talk about one of them because it is part of my all-time favourite series and I was a bit disappointed by it. But the books themselves have been just about fine. Nothing about them has made them really bad. But nothing has made them really great, and I'm a little bit sad about that. So I did pick up a book that is considered to be almost a classic at this point, so just to see if it's any good. Because I need something that is meant to be good to be able to get through and hopefully enjoy it. Because so far, for 100 pages I am. But we'll talk about the books individually now. Murder at the Black Cat Cafe. I got this because obviously it was in the half-price sale at Waterstones, and I wanted to read some translated fiction, and I also wanted to read a murder mystery. And I was quite disappointed with this. The story itself is completely fine. Like, I just expected more twists and turns about all these different stuff that could happen. But to me, this is a very, very, very basic murder mystery. That nothing in itself makes you want to come back to this and read it again or recommend it to anyone. Nothing in this makes you go, ah, shit. Yes, I need to know more about this. I need to read more about these characters. I need to know more about this story. You just read through it because it's a quick, short read, and you want to find out who did the murder, obviously. And it's just a bit meh, in my personal opinion. The story itself is 108 pages. The last half of this book is just another story that I just didn't get to because I was a bit disappointed with the first one, so why would I want to read the second one? The twist ending, yes, was fine. I kind of somewhat understand where it came from, but at the same time, it also is. I think the author just thought of something random to be able to like fix it all together. And it just didn't really sit well with me that much. I rated this 2 stars. I really don't recommend that you pick this up. The book that disappointed me, I say disappointed because I knew it wasn't going to be up to the same levels that Skullduggery Pleasant is in my life. Because the last podcast-based book, which is called The Haunted House on Hollow Hill, that really disappointed me because I did not know going into it that it was just a random story about these the 2 main characters. I went into it thinking, yes, more Skullduggery Pleasant. I'm going to need more of this. I need more sarcasm, more humor, more fight scenes, more storytelling, which Derek Landy does really well. But these to me feel like a little bit of a cop out, and it's just another way to make extra money on his part. Which, do not get me wrong, I'm obviously a sucker for it because I still buy them because I do love the world that much. I do really enjoy Skullduggery and Valkyrie together. So I buy in to read more about that, even though I know I'm going to be disappointed in what does happen, which is a bit of a shame. But this one was actually a bit better than the Haunted Hill one because the characters have just brought more energy to it. It seemed there was a lot more humor. There was not as many fight scenes as you expect, but it was more like the mental battles, which I kind of really liked. And yes, the twist in this is so fucking obvious. For the first like 40 pages, you could probably guess what the twist is, which is a bit shit, but still, I found it to be okay. I rated it 3 stars. Would I read the next one that is apparently coming out in 2026? Yes, but I will also be reading the actual main story, the progression that's coming out in 2026, so I can't wait for that. I rated this 3 stars. Maybe pick her up if you do enjoy Skullduggery Pleasant. The book that I got onto because it's meant to be a classic is The Book Thief. I have heard every single person who I know who have rated this book rate it so highly, and I just want to get into it to be able to judge for myself. And so far, after about the first 100 pages, I am enjoying it. The narrator part of this, I'm absolutely loving. The way he's able to tell this story is great. And all the little hints and like translations and like little bits of added extra details, I'm really, really loving that. And it makes me do want to just be able to sit down one day and smash through this whole book in one sitting, because I do feel like that would be possible with this, with the way it reads. I am looking forward to see what more these characters get up to during the wartime and all that sort of stuff, because I am interested to know more about the whole thieving of books sort of aspect of this. And I can't wait to see what is to come from this. I am hoping this is going to be a 4.5-star read, because I don't know, I very rarely give out 5 stars, even though last month I seemed to give them out left, right, and centre. But I'm hoping for something big from this because I need it at this point because it's been so long since I've had multiple 5-star books back to back, like month wise. So I can't wait to get into this, and I'm hoping for some good things.